Hello student, I am Shivam sir. Welcome back to another important video. Today I am telling you molar conductivity, Coulomb law and numericals based on Coulomb law. So first I am telling you molar conductivity. Look here, molar conductivity. You know very well, metals are good conductor of electricity. Ions also conduct electricity in their molten state or in aqueous solution. So what is molar conductivity? What is the symbol of molar conductivity? Conductivity. What is molar conductivity? The conducting power. What is molar conductivity? The conducting power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolyte in solution is called molar conductivity. Okay students, once again listen to me. Conductivity, the conducting power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolyte is called molar conductivity. Look here, what is molar conductivity? The conducting power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolyte in solution is called molar conductivity. Molar, symbol of molar is M. So symbol of molar conductivity become lambda M or lambda, we can also write lambda M. Now I am telling you symbol of molar conductivity at infinite dilution. This is molar conductivity, and molar conductivity at infinite dilution is denoted by lambda naught M or lambda infinite M. So molar conductivity at infinite dilution is denoted by lambda naught M or lambda infinite M. Now I am telling you Coulomb law. Coulomb determined the molar conductivity of number of strong electrolyte, and after this he gave his law based on electrolyte. So look here, what is Coulomb's law? Before starting this law, I am giving you some example. You know very well, dear student, when AB dissolve an electrolyte, AB dissolve in water, then it breaks down to give A ion, A plus cation, B minus anion. After this, we can take AX, BY. We get X A plus cation plus Y B minus anion, and after this lambda AX BY. When it breaks, then it gave X lambda A plus plus y lambda b minus. So lambda not ax by is equal to x lambda not a plus y lambda not b minus. So I am telling you Colron's law. What is Colron's law? This is called infinite dilution. At infinite dilution, molar conductivity of an electrolyte is equal to sum of ionic, these are ions. So conductivity involved here is called ionic conductivity. Sum of ionic conductivity of cation and anion. Again listen to me. Molar conductivity of an electrolyte is equal to sum of ionic conductivity of cation and anion. This is Colron's law. Look here. According to this law, at infinite dilution, the molar conductivity of an electrolyte, we can learn from here. At infinite dilution, molar conductivity of an electrolyte is equal to sum of, here ions involved, so we can say conductivity is ionic conductivity, is equal to sum of ionic conductivity of cation and anion. Okay students, so this is the Colron's law. I am telling you this law last time. What is Colron's law? At infinite dilution, we can also write infinite in this way. So we can say at infinite dilution, molar conductivity of an electrolyte, this is electrolyte, is equal to sum of ionic conductivity of cation and anion. After this law is called Colron's law. This is the most important law in electrochemistry. Next, lambda infinite EQ is equal to lambda naught A plus lambda infinite A minus. We can denote molar conductivity by lambda naught, molar conductivity at infinite dilution by lambda naught m or lambda infinite m. Okay, so we can write anything. Equivalent conductivity at infinite dilution is equal to sum of ionic conductivity of cation and anion. After this, I am telling you importance of Colron's law. Application of Colron's law. What is the application of Colron's law? Importance of Colron's law. Application. So, other name of application is use. Number one, Colron's law is the most important law in electrochemistry. Its first importance is determination of molar conductivity or equivalent conductivity of an electrolyte, of weak electrolyte at infinite dilution. So first importance is determination of molar conductivity or equivalent conductivity of weak electrolyte at infinite dilution. Look here. Determination of molar or equivalent conductivity of weak electrolyte determination of molar or equivalent conductivity of weak electrolyte at infinite dilution. Okay, look here, and I will tell you formula. With the help of this formula you can solve a number of sums, but I am telling you how we can obtain that formula. This is acetic acid. Acetic acid react with sodium chloride to form CH3COONA. CH3COONA is called common name sodium acetate, IUPAC name sodium ethanoate. H and Cl combine to form HCl, plus transfer become minus. So we get CH3COONA sodium acetate plus HCl, and plus NaCl transfer become minus NaCl, and here we have CH3COOH. Lambda naught acetic acid is equal to lambda naught sodium acetate, lambda naught HCl, lambda naught NaCl. So first importance is determination of molar or equivalent conductivity of weak electrolyte at infinite dilution. So this is the important formula. With the help of this formula you can solve some. Molar conductivity of acetic acid at infinite dilution is equal to molar conductivity of sodium acetate at infinite dilution plus molar conductivity of HCl at infinite dilution minus molar conductivity of sodium chloride at infinite dilution. This is the first formula for weak acid acetic acid. I am telling you other formula for weak base. Ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide react with sodium chloride. Now you know very well what we obtain. In this case we get CH3COONA. So we get NH4Cl plus NaOH. Now we have to write, this is plus NaCl, it becomes here minus. So we can write NH4Cl ammonium chloride plus sodium chloride, and plus NaCl transfer become minus NaCl, and this is NH4OH. Molar conductivity of ammonium hydroxide at infinite dilution is equal to molar conductivity of ammonium chloride at infinite dilution plus molar conductivity of sodium chloride at infinite dilution minus molar conductivity of sodium hydroxide infinite dilution minus molar conductivity of sodium chloride at infinite dilution. So these two important formula are very useful. You have to learn it, and with the help of this formula you can solve number of sum easily. Next point is second application of Colron's law. Second application of Colron's law is determination of degree of dissociation, determination of, second importance is determination of degree of dissociation of an electrolyte in given dilution. Alpha is equal to molar conductance at concentration C upon molar conductance at infinite dilution. So look here. Second importance is determination of degree of dissociation. Determination of degree of dissociation. You know very well degree of dissociation is denoted by alpha of electrolyte at the given dilution. So alpha is equal to molar conductance at concentration C upon molar conductance at infinite dilution. We can write it alpha is equal to molar conductance at concentration C. We can write it molar conductance at concentration C upon molar conductance at infinite dilution. So this is the other formula. You have to learn it. Next point is I am telling you numerical based on Colron's law. Numerical is molar conductivity of sodium acetate, hydrochloric acid, sodium chloride at infinite dilution is 91, 426.16, 126.45 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Then calculate molar conductivity of acetic acid. Student, this is the important numerical based on molar conductivity. Solution. This is very easy sum. I have just told you formula, but I am telling you that formula again. You know very well, this is acetic acid. Acetic acid react with common salt NaCl to give CH3COONA, sodium acetate plus HNCl combined to give HCl. So we NaCl plus transfer become minus CH3COONA, sodium acetate plus HCl minus NaCl. We can write lambda naught molar conductivity at infinite dilution of acetic acid is equal to molar conductivity at infinite dilution of sodium acetate, molar conductivity at infinite dilution of HCl, molar conductivity at infinite dilution of NaCl. So put all the value and get the result. Molar conductivity of sodium acetate is 91 plus molar conductivity of HCl is 426.16 minus molar conductivity of NaCl at infinite dilution is 126.45 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. So first you have to subtract it. This you have to add after this subtract according to BODMAS rule. 4 to 6 point, and this is the proper way that I am telling you. You have to follow it. 91.00 617 9 to 11 1 carry 1 517.16 subtract it 126.45 6 minus 5 1 11 minus 4 7 6 minus 6 0 11 minus 2 9 4 minus 1 3. This is the sum based on Coulomb law. So we get finally 390.71, and unit of molar conductivity of acetic acid at infinite dilution is ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Okay students, so I will try to that I will make such types of video that everybody is satisfied. Okay, so student, like this video, subscribe my channel, share it to your friends. Okay.